Hello and welcome everybody. J-Man back for another music reaction. It's my Saturday, getting my weekend started off right here. Hope you're all doing well out there. I just heard yesterday that Sevendust dropped their new album. I'm not sure how how long ago it was. I think it was fairly recent, but it was first that I had heard that they dropped their new album, and I wanted to go check them out. I am a big fan of Sevendust. I actually have tickets to go see them in November. Looking forward to that. Yeah, we're going to check out Love and Hate. So let's just dive on in. Sevendust, Love and Hate. Let's see what they got. I love LaJohn's voice.
I'm your life, and there, the ending of the beginning. Close your eyes and pray. I'll find you in the light. A match coming now. We had our rules like pieces of our life. Hear me out. We're not running anymore. The sky is burning, and I'm not afraid to go meet my maker. Take all the blame. Don't let me down, oh please. Hold your breath for me. I'll be your love and hate.
Okay. Quick pause here for first impressions. Yeah, I like what they're doing with sort of that bass melody, which is more on par with more on the mellow side of what I have heard of Sevendust. And but then they're layering in these heavier guitar riffs and bass riffs and things like that. I would say that LaJohn is in sort of that more mellow, just more of his primary chest voice in terms of his vocals here. Which, as I said before, I really love his vocals. There's something just very cool and very unique about his tone that sets him apart from other metal or hard rock singers of the time. So yeah, it's definitely interesting. It's got a very interesting style for the way that they're starting out with that bass melody, kind of layering in some heavier stuff, peeling that back away, going back to the bass melody, jumping back into some heavier stuff, things like that. So yeah, it's definitely interesting so far. I'm feeling like there's probably going to be a ramp up here if I had to guess, knowing Sevendust. But try not to get my expectations up and whatever. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's back it up a smidge and we'll keep on going.
You're alive, afraid, too scared to trust another with our life. We change, I don't feel a thing at all. Stop crying out, we heal our wounds and go on with our life. Burn it down, you don't need this anymore.
Okay, just another quick pause because something came to mind. So this is sounding very reminiscent. The melody, it had something in it that sounded reminiscent of other another band or some other music. Um, it sounds very reminiscent to me of like early 3 Days Grace or early Breaking Benjamin, which I was huge into both of those bands. I've since lost a little bit of fandom with both of those bands as they've kind of moved forward with their stuff. They've kind of changed into some stuff that's not as interesting to me. But early 3 Days Grace, early Breaking Benjamin, I really loved that sound. I think it's just the overall composition of the track, the way that they've got things layered. The guitars and the bass are very prominent in the sound. But I also am liking LaJohn's cadence during the verses. If you pay attention, if we get back into another verse here, pay attention. He's got a very sort of rhythmic cadence to the vocal that he's presenting. That's really cool. I'm enjoying that. But yeah, anyways, just wanted to point that out that I like I said, I'm hearing sort of just a little reminiscence of early 3 Days Grace, Breaking Benjamin, stuff like that, which I like. I really like it. So let's back it up a smidge and we'll keep on going. It's not backing up a smidge.
Seek heaven, live horror, defeated and conquered. We've conquered.
Yeah, agreed, Snappy. Here we go. Come on, LaJohn.
The sky is burning, and I'm not afraid.
That's not LaJohn. Nice piano interlude. Like it. Just some synth sort of beats. All right. Yeah, that was cool. I like that. Definitely a different sort of a sound, I would say. I mean, not wildly different from other Sevendust, but I would say maybe a little on the mellower side. Not quite a ballad. Definitely not a ballad. But most of LaJohn's vocals were in sort of that ballady sort of tone for him. Not really using a lot of his scream. His harsher vocal is more of just a scream than it is like a true harsh vocal sort of a thing. But I really loved near the end there, I was starting to pick up even more just on the sort of cadences that they were building between the drums and the bass and guitar. Really some really catchy cadence stuff that they were doing there that I feel like was sort of in line with the cadence stuff that LeJohn was doing with his vocal in the verses in the one spot that I was talking to. We never really got back to more of that. But yeah, very cool, very interesting, and I'm interested to listen to more of this album from them. This track is actually from kind of near the end. So yeah, with bands that I love, I kind of like to check out their deeper tracks and see what they're doing aside from like what their single release is and the first few tracks on an album, just kind of see what they're doing. So yeah, very interested. Definitely interested to hear more of the album from them. So let me know what you thought down in the comments below. We'll come back for one more reaction here to kind of finish my day out. Hope to see you for that. But till we see you next, everybody stay safe. Peace.